Hello, my friends. Welcome back to your mat. Today we'll start in a simple crossed leg seat. So, whenever you're ready, come down to your seat and immediately start to cultivate awareness to your breath and your body. Root down through your sit bones and take notice of the upward force of the ground beneath you. Find length in your spine and soften your gaze, either finding one spot in the room to focus on or simply close the eyes and move your focus inward. Our goal today is to find contentment and wholeness in poses that are appropriate for your body. In yoga offerings, we often hear the phrase, "The pose begins when you want to leave it." And while I agree that a certain level of stress on the body will inspire growth, I strongly believe that firstly, you must learn about your own body. Secondly, you must learn the foundations of the pose. And thirdly, not every pose is suitable to everybody. So our flow today is simple, with some options along the way to modify or to progress a position depending on your capabilities and needs. It is your choice to modify or to progress. Listen to your body and give yourself rest when you need it. Cultivate those long inhales and exhales. Acknowledge how you feel in this moment. Allow your inhales and your exhales to bring you the energy that you need and to release the energy that you don't. Stretch your right leg long off to the side slightly so that your leg is coming out at an angle. Reach your left arm up and over towards your right toes for a big side body stretch on the left side. Option to keep a gentle bend in your straight leg, or even to bring a small blanket or pillow under the knee to take some stress off of that knee. Whenever you find that your thoughts are moving away from this present moment, immediately draw your attention to your breath and cultivate awareness of each inhale and exhale. How does your body change with the inhale? And how does your body change with the exhale? As you inhale, come back to center. Bring your right leg back onto the mat so that it's extending towards the front of the room. As you exhale, fold forward, attempting to keep your spine long so that your belly presses against the top of your leg. Again, if your hamstrings are particularly tight or you have discomfort in your knee, you can bring a small pillow or blanket under your straight leg, and that will allow you to fold a little bit deeper and hopefully will make the longer holds more tolerable for you. Take a breath in, rise. As you exhale, step forward with your right knee bent and your left leg extended to the back. So we're moving into a simple low lunge. Option to keep your back knee on the mat, or you can lift your back knee up, either way. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid variation. Send your hips up and back with two mostly straight legs. Option to step your back foot a little bit closer to make this more accessible. Inhale, lift halfway with a straight spine. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Send your back heel to the ground so that your foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Inhale, triangle pose. Reach your left hand high at the same time rotating your hips towards the left. Keep a small bend in your front knee. Option to use a block under your right hand to lift up a little bit and remove some of the stress from your right hamstring. Exhale, breath, release, low lunge. Rebend your front knee and move your fingertips to the outside of your front foot. Bring your right foot to the outer edge of your mat and then bring both hands to the center. You can stay lifted on your hands, or if you have the space, you can come down to your elbows with or without blocks. Release and rise back to your hands. Bend your back leg. Reach your right hand up and back to catch onto your left foot. If you can't quite reach your back foot, you can shorten your lunge and bring your back knee closer, or you can use a block for your left hand to shorten the space between your hand and your foot. Explore a little here and see what works best for you. Release. Come back to a seated position at the back of your mat. Take a moment here to appreciate the differences between each side of your body before we begin the other side. Just remember, it is your choice to modify or to progress. Listen to your body, take notice of your breath, give yourself rest when you need it. When you're ready, stretch your left leg long off to the side slightly. Take a breath in and reach your right arm high. And then as you exhale, reach your right arm over towards the left toes for a big side body stretch on the right side. Option to keep a gentle bend in your straight leg, or even to bring a small blanket or pillow under the knee to take some stress off of that knee. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your left leg back to the center of the mat so it's extending out towards the front of the room. As you exhale, fold over your left leg, attempting to keep your spine long so that your belly presses against the top of your leg, and it's almost as if you're reaching your chin towards your toes. Again, if your hamstrings are particularly tight, you can use a blanket or small pillow under your straight leg. Inhale, rise. As you exhale, step forward, bend into your left knee, and extend your right leg towards the back of the mat. Option to keep your back knee on the ground, or you can lift your back knee up. Either way, we find ourselves in a simple low lunge. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, pyramid variation. Send your hips up and back, straightening both legs. Option to step your back foot a little bit closer to make this more accessible. Inhale, halfway lift with a straight spine. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Send your back heel to the ground so that it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. Take an inhale, triangle pose. Reach a right hand high, rotating your hips towards the right. Keep a small bend in your front knee. Option here to use a block under your left hand to remove some of the stress from your left hamstring. As you exhale, move into a low lunge. Rebend your front knee and bring both hands to the ground. Option here to stay in your low lunge or move into a lizard pose. Bring your left foot to the outer edge of your mat and then bring both hands towards the center of your mat. Option to stay lifted in your lizard, or if you have the space, you can come down to your elbows with or without blocks. Release and rise back to your hands. Bend your back leg and reach your left hand back to catch your right foot. If you can't quite reach your back foot, you can either shorten your lunge and bring your back knee closer, or you can use a block for your right hand to shorten the space between your hand and your foot. When you're ready, Release and come back to a seated position at the back of your mat. Take a moment here to notice your breath. Notice the subtle changes in your body. And notice how your energy might have shifted. When you're ready, bring both legs wide. Take an inhale. Reach your left arm up. And as you exhale, side stretch. Reach your left arm over towards your right toes. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Reach your right arm up and over towards your left foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Option here to bring your pillow or blanket to the center of the mat and then fold over to bring a lift to the upper body. Slowly release. Bend your knees and bring your legs together for a brief ball pose. Then extend your legs long in front of you for a simple seated forward fold. Inhale, sit up tall, find length through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Keep a gentle bend in both knees. Find length in the spine and press your belly to the tops of your legs. Again, you are welcome to bring a pillow or blanket under your knees to make this more accessible. Inhale, rise. Exhale, find a lying position on your back. Keep your knees bent and cross your right ankle over your left knee. You can stay here or option to bring your knees closer by pulling your legs to your chest for a supine figure 4. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Gently send your legs to the left side of the mat. You can keep them crossed or uncrossed, either way. Come back to center and we'll find the other side. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. And you can stay right here, or you can bring your knees closer by pulling your legs to your chest for a supine figure 4. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, twist to the right, gently sending your legs to the right side of the mat. Come back to center, pull both knees to your nose, take an inhale. Exhale, full release to your final resting pose of your choice. Release your attention from your breath. Allow yourself the space and time to just appreciate this moment. You do not need advanced poses to be a student of yoga, because not every pose may be the best choice for your body, your energy, or your state of being. When you realize the wholeness that radiates from within you, there's nothing else you need to be complete. You are whole, just as you are. Allow your breath and this practice to guide you. Thank you so much for joining me for today's flow. I'll see you next time.